Bronny can go in front of Ian.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shedeur.
Right, it's about to get
Deion already doing that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like,
get off of me. Get off of me.
Get off me.
No, don't touch me.
Was it worth the $30,000?
Now?
In the moment.
In that moment.
In the moment.
He was up.
You remember? Was it bingo night or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm gonna keep it high level. This is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. this whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undisputed. Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to light up.
He's getting up.
And show. Yeah, we doing this for real.
He's first.
I want to go rebound.
This one?
Cut that up. I got a match. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
You really think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what, big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now.
Let's get it.
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Blah, blah, blah. What the MCA say? Wake your punk ass up. The MCA is a mother. Love it too much, man. My coffee is oxygen. As soon as I wake up, conscious thought. As soon as I get up, early in the morning, I am geeked, ready to roar. Are you guys? That's the conversation we're going to have right now. I hope you guys are doing great, especially you on the West Coast. I know it's super early, but for the rest of y'all, you ain't got no excuses. Get up. Let's go. Okay, let's start off our show like we start off every show. And always remind me, one, to show love to you guys, beating it up in the comments and in the chat. I see my boy Akron Slim said, get out the chat, old man. Nope. I stay in them chats. 20, 30 years, I talk to y'all. Now, I'm talking with y'all. We talking it up like we on the block. So I love it too much, man. It's not that deep, says the rapping and this nonsense in the beginning is going to make me stop watching. Hey, Nobody forcing you here. This is one thing I learned when I was young. Don't let people threaten you into changing who you are. Don't. So if somebody don't want to rock with you, you can tell me or not tell me. Just don't, because I only count those with me, not against me. Maybe that's the Wileyism for today. I was going to use a different one, but now I'm going to use that one because I used that growing up. I only count those with me, not against me. So if you don't like me, that's okay. And I'm not going to start hating myself or liking myself less because you don't like me. It's okay. Bye-bye. I'll see you later. You know what I mean? People are on this planet, 8+ billion. You think I'm tripping on you? You are having an ego trip. And just the same, vice versa. If I don't rock with you, dog, don't lose no sleep. It's okay. Go find some of them other cats that love you, will love you, etc. So tell me what you would tell your homegirl when that dude dumps her. Oh, it's other fish in the sea. That's why I think when I read stuff like that, it's other fish in the sea. People be writing me, you say one more thing like that, Wiley, I can't rock with you no more. One more thing? What? You did not make me. You can't break me, bruh. You know how many great decisions I made in my life that led to great success? And now I'm going to get this high, get to this point, and let you tell me how to pivot? Tell you, give you the GPS? Hell no. What's the Wileyism today? People feel it. People really want you to feel what they feeling. Misery loves company. I don't care if you love me or not. I love me. And I know enough people that love me no matter what I do. So therefore, the rest of this is just bonus. So today's Wileyism, thank you in the chat. Today's Wileyism is count those with you, not against you. Boy, today when you go through your day, media, social media, at the office, just start to look at people, those who rock with you and don't rock with you, and count those who rock with you. You're going to be pleasantly surprised how many people really got your back. Blah, blah, blah. All right. And always be greater than your greatest excuse. So love for you, baby. Love for you. Who did that recently? Somebody crazy. All right, let's get into it. All right, nobody came here to see me drink. Okay, I reloaded. Woo, I be doing a lot. I be doing the most. That really got me going. You forget what I was just drinking. You got me going talking about I don't like you no more if you keep doing something and all that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it more now. That's the kid I was growing up. Okay, now let's talk about some people who are doing it and not doing it as well as we desire. Did y'all watch the game last night? Okay, we saw the game last night. Can't play the game because you know how the NFL act. If I was a Hall of Famer, maybe I'd get away with it. But me, nah, I ain't going to Canton unless somebody invites me to watch them get in. So they don't let me play their film as much, right? I can't monetize. They shut down the damn live. But the point of it is we saw two franchise quarterbacks. Bryce Young, Carolina, they lost to the San Francisco 49ers, and they got Brock Purdy. All I want y'all to know is this. I think they both have talent, but I don't think these organizations are really believing in these guys like they're franchise quarterbacks. Now, I know what you're going to say. Brock Purdy just got paid 5 years, $265. He kind of had him over the barrel because he had success, and they were like, we got to have a quarterback, so we got to have him. But boy, 3 interceptions in the first half, and what's even more disturbing is the fact that you just don't see this team getting better. I know injuries, etc. Nobody wants to hear that. And on the flip side is Bryce Young, who I love. First of all, I love that dude. I love his family. I know his father. Man, golly, you can't get better people. And a tremendous player, especially at the collegiate level. It's been a roller coaster ride, but last year and even some parts of this year has been good. Some parts. So my question, to beat it up in the chat, is tell me, are they franchise quarterbacks? Forget the money. Look, one's on a rookie deal, Bryce Young, and one is Brock Purdy. Do y'all really believe y'all going all the way with these cats? I wish, but hey, I got to do my job. Let's talk some real. Look at this. This is Bryce Young. That ain't Bryce Young. This is Bryce Young. I do that so often. Right? Y'all like, God dang, why did he get it right? Is having one of the funniest seasons ever, as they want to call it. But look at these games, all right? So we starting from last night going backwards. Yuck. That's 60.8. Yeah. That's like Shedeur rookie, like first game starting rating. I think it was right around there, or maybe it was 80. Yuck. Then it's like, damn, what you doing against Atlanta? He go down to the A. Everybody else go out to the club and the strip club. He like, nope. Because he a good God-fearing man. He got his rest. And then he went to New Orleans, ate too much. I don't know what the hell. Green Bay was too cold. It ain't that cold yet. God, is this a running back? Like, look at these numbers. Yuck. Then they get 88. Then you go to Dallas. Okay, everybody else, the stars on the field. I'm a star. Miami, good. New England, good. Good defense, 278. Atlanta, look at these. Okay, so my question is Bryce Young the answer? Because they're going to have to make a decision now. Inconsistent. One thing coaches hate, I'm going to tell you right now, coaches hate inconsistency, even when it has flashes and splashes of greatness, because it's not reliable. Coaches like to look at that damn play sheet. They like to look at their wristband. They like you to look at your wristband and know what they got. They'll take a robot over a person all day if it's going to be consistent. They'll take a consistent B over an A and a C all day, because, look, when you average, we in trouble. When you just always pretty good, we know what we got. And maybe that's who I'm addressing right now in Brock Purdy. But here's the problem. This is also Brock Purdy. Mac Jones, he had 8 games because of injury, because of this guy. 6 picks. Brock Purdy threw that in the first half yesterday alone. Let me stop. 4 games played, 5 picks. That's $265 million, looking way too close to a dude that's, quote unquote, as they say, a journeyman, right? So just beat it up in the comments. We ain't gonna spend too much time on it. We can't go there. Plus, this show ain't just about sports. We ain't gonna talk third and goal. We gonna talk to person. We gonna talk to player. We gonna talk to politics. We gonna talk all the behind the scenes. We gonna talk sports. And we gonna talk sports media. Yeah, all them shots that they were taking at them athletes. Hey, athlete, I got your back, big dog. We turning the tables on it, and we gonna show them the mirror, and they hate it. Because I know one thing, in general, athletes have a way stronger ego than entertainers, than celebrities, than media. Matter of fact, athletes got the strongest ego of any group I can generalize in this world. Seriously, like, it ain't gotta be pro athletes, just a collegiate athlete, just a dude that is on the team, disciplined, committed, down. Oh, you can't talk to him the same as you talk to a dude that has to walk in a room and audition and then call you 20 times and say, did I get it? Did I get it? Do you like me? Do you like me? We got different egos. And I knew that working with these cats. I was like, oh, these some fragile ass eggs up here. Oh, wait till and so I would talk to them like I talked to them. And they were like, Wiley, you crazy. But I was one of them. Now they don't think I'm one of them, which I hate. I never was. But now they like, what'd you say? I'm like, yeah, buddy. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Raphael says, stop. He's laughing. Akron Slim's laughing. I don't know what y'all laughing at. What'd I say? Oh, you think you laughing at the dude who told me he ain't my friend no more if I keep being myself? Will y'all stop playing with me? I am a grown-ass man. And somebody once said, if you ever have to tell somebody you're a grown-ass man, you ain't. So maybe I'm not. All right, let's get into this. Did y'all see this? Jason Whitlock and Stephen A. Smith been going back and forth, right? So Jason Whitlock, y'all know who he is. I used to host a show, Speak for Yourself, with him. One of the best shows out there, seriously. It was like insane. Like we had Matt Barnes on there, Steven Jackson, Jimmy Jackson, Darnell Smith, Uncle Jimmy, who else? Slick Rick the Bucher, Mike Vick. Like everybody used to come on there. It was like the Cosby Show meets like Rap City. I don't know what the hell it was. But anyway, everybody loves Jason Whitlock quietly, or they hate him loud. That's how he is, right? Stephen A. Smith, we know who he is, king of sports media, blah, blah, blah. Now, they've been going back and forth at it of late because Stephen A. Smith every now and then gets fed up. And when I get fed up, I got to let you know, you walrus, and whatever he be calling. He called him a walrus. I was dying. I was like, damn, Jason look like a walrus. That's funny. So I think every human being looks like an animal. So I used to play that game in Miami with girls. It was the funniest thing ever. They would be like, what do you call me? I was like, you're a penguin. Anyway, so Stephen A. Smith now is fed up again. He went at Whitlock. So Whitlock now has to respond. He has to retort. What did he say?
Was Fiddler, making it crystal clear. I ain't got no problem with Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie been too good to me. I ain't got no problem. Mr. Charlie, one of them good masters. That's what you just heard from Stephen A. Smith. Mm. He doesn't want any smoke with Dave Portnoy and ends it. But play the clip over again, because I want you to hear the ending where he talks about, like, he's part of a community, and I respect that community and how they handle things. Play the clip.
I just know that David Portnoy has been highly successful. Barstool and other things that he has done. I respect the man. but he was on, demanding an apology from yours truly. Come on. Listen, Mr. Portnoy, who I respect, by the way. I don't know him personally, all right? But I respect the hell out of him. This is no disrespect. This is no shade. Every time I've met him, he's been nothing but a gentleman to me, okay? And me to him. I got nothing against him whatsoever. Come on, man. Again, I don't know Dave Portnoy like that. I've met him a couple of times, but I respect him. I respect the hustle. I respect the grind. I respect what he accomplished. And I'm certain, and I respect how supportive he is about his own community on a lot of different issues. Let me say that as well. So props to you, bro.
That's how you dance a jig. you give Mr. Charlie his big ups. Stephen A. Smith is an idiot and a retard. And he's talked himself into a problem with First Take. And so now he's trying to get back on his best behavior with the Drake May deal. And you know how you get back on your best behavior with the Drake May deal? You go after Jason Whitlock. You go after your distraction. This is the same thing he pulled a year or two ago when he came after me. It was all a distraction. He was in hot water. Let me put together a 45-minute rant calling Whitlock every name, blah, 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 to distract. He's in hot water right now. And what he put together was a 38-minute rant. There go the bad guy. It's Jason Whitlock. The ADL doesn't like Jason Whitlock.
Blah, blah, blah. Lot going on here. You got to follow it, man. Look at the breadcrumbs. They are dropping everywhere. So that was his response to Stephen A. Smith saying, basically, yo, get out of jail free card in case of emergency, break glass, show ass, and go at Jason Whitlock. So what is this hot water that Stephen A. Smith is in, according to Jason Whitlock? Well, that was him. When he went after Drake May, I think he was saying it in jest, but he's such a good actor, because he is an actor, that people didn't catch it, and then it turned into a bigger thing than he desired. Like a firestorm over calling Drake May a liar. Now, every joke has some seriousness to it, so therefore people are like, look, you joking or not, you said it, and you probably meant some part of it, if not all of it. Don't try to hide behind levity now. So he did it, and then Cam Newton was like pushing back, but at the same time, RC, they said, was pushing back, all the above. But the headline is Stephen A. Smith calling NFL active player a liar for not watching this show or not knowing where Cam Newton worked, who was his favorite player. So you know how that can get into you. You know how you get in trouble with that. People are like, what's the big deal? Well, Bob Kraft owns the Patriots. And let's just say he got a little more sway than the average owner in terms of relationships with the NFL and their partners, including ESPN. Hey, you can imagine Rob doing this. First of all, Columbia Lions, shout out to my alum. Okay. Hey, let me speak to Goodell. He said, this is Goodell. You know you got my private number. Oh, what's up, homie? Peep game, homie. Man, one of our partners out there talking crazy, reckless. We'll have to slide up on him or something. Who that? Stephen A. Oh, again? What'd he say? He called one of my players a liar because he'll be watching that show. Sorry ass show. That's what SAS stands for. Not Stephen A. Smith. Sorry ass show. You know what to do. I can't say no more. I'm still on probation. Goodell hit up Jimmy Pitaro or some. Hey, will you shut them fools up for saying all this crazy stuff? Everybody ain't watching y'all show. Y'all ain't got 8 billion people on ratings. Stephen A. Come on, man. What you doing? Apologize. Man, I ain't apologizing. I don't even know Dave Portnoy. I can't even say his name. Like, apologizing for what? And then Vrabel jumped in. Vrabel said something about it. Like, is this show even number one? What we talking about here, right? So you got a lot of real people who got real issue with you calling out a player who just like, dog, sorry. And that's what's crazy, because these youngsters don't even watch TV. And I'm in the business, and there are shows and people on shows that I don't know. And I like the person. I'm like, oh, you know they went to FanDuel, or I don't know that they doing this over there streaming. Like, nobody know all this stuff no more. This ain't 1984. We had 3 channels. Like, come on. So it was just all bad. It was just a bad stunt, contrived, whatever. But now, to distract from real conversations I'm certain Stephen A. Smith is having, like, hey, man, your joke's going too far, or if you being for real, chill. So Jason comes in, and Jason is not the one. He's a pit bull. He's not the one to get on his bad side. And he always going at Stephen A. Smith, always calling him a liar, Stephen A. Myth and all that, and the 6-inch screw in his knee and all that stuff. How you average 1.5 points in one game. Some of this stuff is funny, though. Some of this stuff is like, dog, I would love all y'all to stop being so scared and get into a big-ass room, all of us, and just tell the truth. Like, that's it. That's all I want to hear. Tell the truth. How do you average that? So, in this situation, he's like, oh, Stephen A., when it's them, you ain't going to that Portnoy with that smoke, right? Because Dave said, I need you to apologize. And follow me on this show. Stay with me all the way through this live today. You're going to see what Stephen A. Smith ends up doing. But that's where Jason Whitlock's coming like, oh, because Dave is Jewish and now you're going to deflect and try and make everybody say, oh, Jason Whitlock, he's got an issue with the Jewish people and the ADL and all that. So that's all that was. That was two guys who are saying, look, I got a problem with you, but since I have a problem with you, I want other people to have a problem with you. And then Jason Whitlock just wanted to highlight that. I thought it was pretty interesting there because it's like the same thing. People always say keep the same energy. This is what Carrie Champion was talking about with Stephen A. Smith. When it's a black woman, you come at us different than it's when it's that white man. And that's what Jason Whitlock is pointing out. We know Stephen A. Smith gonna protect his bread. So I think he protects Green first, and then you can figure out if it's white or black. But Green comes first when it comes to Stephen A. Smith. Well, y'all let me know what y'all think. Beat it up in the comments. It ain't got to be there forever. Whitlock be going in, though. And look, I haven't heard anybody refute what Whitlock has said. Like the 6-inch nail, you don't need to defend it. Stephen A., sit down. You can't defend I don't know if he said it. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know. Has he ever said he had a 6-inch nail in his knee? If he did, he lying. That's about that. Boy, you better be lying. So maybe he just misspoke. Okay. Averaging 1.5 points a game and you only play one game. Did he ever say that? If so, he lying. That's another lie. So these are not like dissing Stephen A. Smith. This is like, oh boy, like my grandma. See, I talk like my grandma. And it's so funny. Growing up, I did not like my grandma. I told her that. To about age 12, I was like, I don't like you. Why? Because you just so mean, grandma. Every time you see somebody, you just undress them and talk bad to them. Like, I don't give a damn about that fool. Fuck him. I was like, grandma, you just met him. Yeah, but look at his little dusty ass. What are you coming over here for? Always begging and shit. Grandma, that's my friend. I don't give a damn who he is. I know one thing he is a beggar. Oh, grandma, he's 11. He's just hungry. Yeah, take his ass down the street and go home and get some food. Coming over here, eat up all our food like we rich. So I grew up like that. I hated it. And then, like anything, you either become it or you run away from it. I ran to it. I'm my grandma. I don't give a damn. If somebody called me, all these cats that I do know and I like all these dudes. When I see them, if they got their feelings and their attitude, that's a you problem. Oh, well, my grandma said I'm right. That's it. So tell me, dog. Tell me, has Stephen A. said those things? And let's beat up in the comments, have a little fun. So the comments, I beat them up, and I like to talk about it. Somebody said, Hero for Hire said, my Gil's Arena appearance was the best feature last season. Yeah. I haven't watched all their features, but I'll take it as a prize. Thank you, big dog. Gilbert's my dog. I've been knowing Gilbert forever. Me and Gilbert reconnected about 10 years ago. We did a panel. We did this panel on race and politics at USC. And it felt like Gilbert and I were the only ones talking on one side. Everybody else was just talking, beating us up. Like, oh, you guys don't understand the plight. I like, plight? You know how much money Gilbert Arenas got? Plight what? No, I ain't talking about your plight. I was like, what plight you talking about then? Oh, no, you know what it is. I said, tell me, I will. He was like, you know. Oh, God. All these damn activists, they were all on hunger strikes and stuff. I was like, man, look, you better eat something to help somebody. Like, nobody cared. They used to do that in my school. They used to have a hunger strike. Wiley, you down with the cause? I said, what cause? Oh, you know what it is. I said, I don't. I'm asking. What? And he was like, all right, you tell me. I said, oh. I said, so what we going to do about it? He's like, we're going to do a hunger strike. I said, man, I'll be back after I eat. That ain't helping nobody. Imagine you got a problem over here and then somebody over here not eating. You think that's going to help me? No. Is it going to make you hungry and we still got to do the work between us? That was my issue with all these other things happening. People were like, oh, man, let's protest. I said, nah, let's just make some action, some progress, not protest. Anyway, let's go into it. One more in the comments. Ricky Beaver says Steven protects that white bread. He doesn't talk much ish about them at all. That's tough. That's tough. I don't know if I believe that. I don't want to go there because people always come to me and accuse me. All I do is talk about Stephen A. Smith. And I'm like, that's not true. I do a lot of topics. Y'all just only like the Stephen A. Smith topics. If you look at my damn whole video sheet, you be like, damn, he talked about Skip Bayless. He talked about Pat McAfee. He talked about Dan Le Batard. Y'all don't care about them as much. Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Whoa, Marcellus only talking about Stephen A. So I don't go into the generalizations. That's all you talk about. But I hear you. Let me know, as I just did a Stephen A. topic. So touche. All right. Y'all ready for this? As the DOC said, yeah. A lot of people are up in arms about, the post-game reaction from Shedeur. We're going to do that all week. We got Shedeur week. It was Shedeur day on Sunday. Now it's Shedeur week. His reaction, how he sounded. Kevin Stefanski's reaction, how he sounded. Andrew Berry and the hug and what they talked about. And everybody's response to, why didn't Shedeur get a game ball? For real. Like, be real. Where's the game ball at, coach?
So hold on. A guy making his first start. A guy that you didn't really want to start. A guy that you didn't even want in your organization.
Right.
And that's all he get. Great job.
Well,
he don't get no game ball?
Nah, he don't get no game ball, Unc. That wasn't his pick. That's not what they want. They don't want him to succeed. You know that. And no disrespect. The owner told you to himself. Even the head coach's guy is Dillon Gabriel. We all understand that. Listen, didn't Shedeur make history tonight?
Yes.
First Browns quarterback as a rookie to start and win after what? Since what?
17. I mean, you got to think about it, Ocho. They've had 42 starting quarterbacks since 1999.
Right.
No quarterback making his first start.
Yeah.
The last 17 have said we didn't get it. They didn't get it done.
Yeah. Listen.
That ain't worth the game ball, Ocho.
It's clear as day now. It's clear as day. Like, I mean, we've been going back and forth about this over and over, nitpicking here and there, and people say, oh, they're not hating. Oh, Dillon Gabriel. Listen, all that, we know what the play is. The writing is on the wall. It's always been on the wall. When the owner came out and said what he said about this not being my pick, this is brother Drew Berry, right? Is that how you say his name?
Andrew Berry.
Andrew Berry, excuse me. Andrew Berry, it was his pick. It was his idea. I mean, we know what it is. The odds are stacked against you. When the opportunity presents itself, he has to go out there and do what he did.
I don't get it. Ocho, sometimes you got to, like Coach used to tell him, sometimes I got to fool him. Sometimes you got to lie to your team.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like Shedeur, even if you want Dillon Gabriel, you won't commit, I get all that, and I get the semantics, I get the scheme of it, Ocho. Well,
right.
I want them to prepare for both, knowing damn well Dillon Gabriel ain't gonna see that field anytime soon. I get all of that.
Right.
But this notion that this thing is even close, this notion that this was just a whole hum performance.
Right.
The guy got no snaps with the guys that he played with today until Wednesday of last week.
Yeah.
And he does that on the road in a hostile environment. And all you got for him is that.
Blah, blah, blah. Woo, we got a spicy topic here. We want to know the Deion Sanders and what he did on Sunday against the Raiders. Did that deserve a game ball? First, let's talk about the game ball, because just like do you get reps with the ones? It depends on what house you're in, what franchise you're playing for. I have played for teams where coaches says, bring it up, guys. All right, everybody, tremendous effort out there today. What a way to go out there and be consistent from snap one to the end of that game. Tremendous, guys. This is what we're talking about, executing the game plan to the fullest. They just pull a string on a coach and just say the same stuff. I went out there and I had full belief in you guys, and you guys executed on every single element of this game. I'm talking special teams, offense, defense, all together as one. But we have to acknowledge one person for the game ball, and that will be Marcellus Wiley. No sacks, no tackles. All right, give it up for Wiley. Give it up, right? I've been on that team where they only give out one game ball because everybody's sitting there holding their breath like, Coach, can we get some of this? I need to be it. And then I also been on this same team, same old speech. Bring it up, guys. Tremendous effort. It took all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams. Shoot, even the water boy chipped in today, baby. Everybody had hands on deck. But I want to acknowledge a few people who really stood out today. In special teams, we got Steve Tasker. Give it up for Steve. Ran down there and kicked returns, had a big return. Offense, I want to give it up for Drew Brees. Drew Brees. Oh, yeah, he went 38 for 37. Drew Brees played better than the damn perfect. 38 for 37, 4,000 yards. No touchdowns, though. Just moved the ball between the 20s. And then I want to give it up for, on defense, we had Rodney Harrison. Yes, he concussed 4 guys. Sent them to the hospital, right? That's how you see it. And they give out multiple game balls. So I've been on both sides. So don't act like it's a one-size-fits-all. Just like starting reps. Everyone doesn't get starting reps, okay? Let's just keep it real. Okay, so we don't know. I got to go more into the Cleveland Browns, locker room after wins, which is rare. When did they win? And then we see the game ball film. But you have Myles Garrett on the team who has 18 sacks in 11 games. It's going to break Strahan's record, probably today at practice. Like, it's just, it gotta happen. It's gonna happen so fast. It's gonna happen in practice. Like, he breaking the record. You gotta do, and he had 3 on Sunday. You give him the game ball. Now, if that's only game ball we giving, because that's what we do here, only one, shut it. Chad, Shannon, the world, we can't say nothing. Shut it. Now, if it's one of those teams that we give out multiple, okay, you got a case. So now let's make the case and see if he deserves it. Does he deserve a game ball? One thing we not going to do is lie about it. Shedeur Sanders did not make history, okay? If you think he made history, you got to F in history growing up. He is just the quarterback that has started, that won his first game rookie year since somebody else did it. So that's not making history. Just mean you the latest to do it. It's been a while since somebody did it. So let's not make up accolades to get them there. Second of all, would you, if this is your team, is this your bar? Is this your level of expectation? I'm going to give out a game ball to a rookie because he's a rookie and he played well and won. But when we really look at it, let's be real. That rookie had 11 completions. Is that what we doing? Nah, he's a rookie. Don't matter. We won. Oh, okay. He had 11 completions, and he threw for 1 touchdown, and that touchdown he threw it 2 inches, and the other guy ran 66 yards. No. So game ball is not just your stats. It's not just if you won. It's like your impact. Like, you got to think, there's 53 dudes who are sitting there quietly, and some of them don't qualify. They didn't play. But 40 of them played. Special teams, offense, defense, right? And they sitting there like, yo, I balled out. Or I did good. Or somebody caused a fumble. Or somebody got a pick. And somebody else made all their blocks. Like, whatever. Are we lowering the bar? Because even that's a low bar for Shedeur. Shedeur knows he's going to play better going forward. But you get a game ball because it's your first. Okay, so we just going to do this in ceremony. Are we turning the game ball into ceremony? Yes, because we have seen it done before. We have seen guys who have a so-so game, but it meant something. Today, I'm going to be real. Sometimes they give you a game ball if you play well enough and you had a death in the family. You played well enough and you were sick all week or something, didn't go to any practice, right? I've seen them make special, exceptions. However, you're not getting one over Myles Garrett. So unless he's giving out 2, I think this would have been really the case to make if you saw him say, okay, I want to bring it up. Everybody contributed 3 phases, amazing effort. Let's start here. Myles Garrett, come on, man. Future sack king, we know it. He's going to break that record. 3 more today. Give it to him. And then he looked around, and then he gave it to, not Jerry Jeudy for that play. What's Jerry Jeudy doing in the air? He jumped in the air and paused. Like, what should I do? I think I'll fumble the ball. Let's just say Jerry Jeudy or the running back who scored, right? Give it up to him. Now, Shedeur, you better say Shedeur, because now we starting to go down. We started to go down the mountain a little bit from Myles Garrett to who? Shedeur had 11 completions. The defense had 10 sacks. Oh, I don't wish this on nobody, but if I'm a quarterback and my defense has as many sacks as I have completions, I'm glad they had one fewer. Because, boy, if there would have been 11-11 or 12 sacks and 11 completions, you can't go home and be proud. You can't go home and talk the same talk. You're like, they like, how you do today? 11-20? Oh, for real? 209? 11-20, 209, one pick, one touchdown? That's how we do it. Good start. Yeah, man, I'm out here eating. You know how Shedeur was talking after the game. And then they're like, so how the defense do? Oh, they had 10 sacks. Man, if you don't lead with that, that's what it is. Like, what you talking about? That defense 8. How many times in NFL history a defense had 10 sacks? Man, come on, stop playing with me. And then another thing, just so we on this topic right here. Take a look at Deion Sanders' QBR and take a look at his quarterback rating. Just take a look at it, y'all, and beat it up in the comments. A lot of room for improvement, but hey, a winning start. That's all you can say about that, a winning start. So let's beat it up in the comments what y'all talking about. Giving out 2 balls, pause. Damn it. Ricky Beaver said, Paul Sellis, blame Cam and Mace for that excessive pause games being played. I know we play it too on the Rocks. We play that game all the time. Crazy. It's crazy. Look, Shedeur is going to get his love and he's going to get his hate because criticism is the cost of praise. He gets so much praise, you're going to get criticism with it. But you're going to get praise. Don't forget the praise. Stuff like this. Let's be real. I don't care what anyone says about the guy being a rookie. Every time Shedeur's on the field, he's making us better. He's got the heart of a leader, and I'll go to battle with him any day. We're ready to win with him. End of story. That is Myles Garrett. I don't know when he said that. He could have said it after the game. He could have said it in preseason. He could have said it in OTAs. But the point is, the captain of your ship said it, and that's big. Let's go here. One more. Chip Osorio. My dog, you always chipping in, big dog. Who says Shedeur deserves a game ball? Did you just get here? You know who says it. A lot of people, including Chad and Shannon, they say it. Let's get to this topic. So here's a spicy topic right here, okay? I want you guys to check this out. This is very interesting, right? Tell me what you believe, all right? Spicy topic time. World's strongest woman is now literally a man. You can't make it up. That caught me. That's a headline from Megyn Kelly, right? What is she talking about? Jamie Booker? Jamie? Boy, if I went on the blind date, I was like, what's her name? Jamie. I'm like, oh, she fine. Jamie Booker, a man, pretending to be a woman, just won the title of World's Strongest Woman at the World's Strongest Woman competition in Arlington, Texas. Andrea Thompson, the female runner-up, had her title stolen by a man. What is going on here? I think we know 2 + 2 is 4. But in this world today, as they say, 2 + 2 is something between 3 and 5. Let's check this out. Oh, she hot 100. Blah, blah, blah. So, hold on. I didn't know. I guess this is 4th, 5th place, 6th place. First of all, my auntie could win then or get something. 6th place, my auntie built like that. All right, here we go. Shout out to Auntie Cynthia. Okay, that's the look. Y'all know I'm a body language expert. That's the look of, if they don't stop with this bull, and this is the look of, look, I'm not going to say nothing, but I'm going to let my face say it all, which is, I can't believe it. And she like, girl, you know this is a crock. This is just unreal. Okay? Matter of fact, I want to see it again because I want to see the winner. Hot 100 right here. I got these ovaries and this womb for nothing. out here getting jacked by somebody who don't have those things. Oh, okay. Blah, blah, blah. If you've been rocking with me for a while, you understand that ain't nobody gonna have me under their thumb and ain't nobody gonna tell me what to say. Now, I'm gonna say it respectfully, but I'm gonna say it. My grandma's grandson, damn it. And my mama's son. My mama's the same way. My daddy ain't like that. My daddy's my polite side. That's why it comes out different than y'all say, like Jason Whitlock. Because my daddy is different. My daddy's like, boy, you better not talk like that. And my mama said, you better say that shit. And my grandma was like, I'll fuck you up if you don't say that. So that's where I'm from. That's just my lineage, right? So anyway, I'm going to say it again because I've been saying it for a while. I have no problem with anybody, as y'all know. However, I do like categories, in sports especially. Let's start here. When you're 8 years old, they make the 8-year-olds play with who? The 8-year-olds. Unless that 8-year-old is exceptional, they have the option of going up. And if that 8-year-old ain't that good, I'm sorry, you can't go down. You stuck. They also have other categories, not just age, but weight, okay? Hey, you can weigh this certain amount. We got a weight limit, we got a weight minimum, etc., right? You've seen it all the time, right? We also have another one called gender. Hey, the boys race the boys and the girls race the girls. Unless that girl is a co-ed team or that girl is so good, so fast, go over there with the boys and tear them up. It's on you. Sign this waiver, though. Your parents better sign this waiver because them boys ain't playing, especially when they hit puberty. Like before puberty, I won the nationals in the 400 meters as a youngster before puberty. We set a national record in the 400 meter relay, the mile relay. Real spit, LA Jets. I got the trophies in the back. It's all love. There was a girl on my team I couldn't beat running in the 400. Shanoa. Come on now. There was a couple of them. I'm 11 and I'm the fastest in the nation. I'm like, I can't beat my homegirl on the block. What you talking about? Now that puberty hit, things get different, right? And I stopped running track because I kept getting football big. So point being, when I see this, I know, like, please miss me. I'm not mentally crazy. I'm not stupid. None of those things. I'm not illogical. I'm not irrational. I'm not mean. I don't want to fight. I don't even want to argue, but we will if you're going to tell me something that 2 + 2 is 7. That ain't fair. That ain't right. Oh, Chip Osorio, who always chipping in, said Jamie Booker's win was rescinded and the correct winner, Andrea Thompson, was declared the winner. Okay, I can stop my rant then. Shit, they got it right. I am sick and tired. Look, I have 3 daughters. One already is done. She already aged out of competition. She ran track at UConn. So shout out to Muck Muck. Went to UConn and ran track, collegiate athlete. I got 3 little ones. Y'all know MJ 10. I got Araya and Olivia, 6 and 5. I have athletes. Not bragging, not saying they're going pro. I'm just saying they athletic. You see them? I got my boy. He's one of the biggest and always the fastest, and one of the biggest. My girl is the biggest and the fastest. And my other girl faster than all of them, but she just itty bitty. She little. But boy, she be bouncing like a little bunny. Bang, bang, bang. We'll see what happens. But I'll be damned this happens. Little Jonathan over there, he's 5, he's 6, and he decides he gonna race her and take away her high school championship. Oh, I'm the dad to be like, we don't need that chip. Nope. I know where they get those medals made. I know where they get those trophies made. Baby, come here. Don't even run. Why, daddy? Because I said you don't need to run. 1, he gonna smoke your ass. But 2, you know, a high school boy in the 100 gonna run. He might run 10 flat, girl. You better get out of here. You running a 10.9 if you lucky. He gonna what? 9/10 of a second in 100 is the difference between this clap. My baby's still running. And this clap. God dang, finish, girl. No, we ain't doing it. Plus, it ain't political. It's just like, come on, make a category. But there are not enough women that converted, men that converted to women because they don't go the other way. That's why you know it's some BS. Why they don't go the other way? Where are the women that they want to run with the men? They like, no, sure, thank you. We only want the advantage. Okay, so now you got these women, these men running with women, lifting with women. All I say is create a category. Look, compete. I don't mind. If you do this, my daughter's running. Compete. Let her do it. Don't get in the race with them. That's not fair. You got to compete. Get your time. You go to the podium. You got a separate podium for your category. I grew up, it was men. It was women. It was boys. It was girls. That's it. This ain't nothing deeper. Socially, do what you want to do. When we competing, we going to compete by the fair standards. You don't like it? Tough luck. That's how it goes. So let's beat up in the comments and see what y'all talking about. Francisco Aguilera asks, this is rare, isn't it? How often do trans athletes compete? They compete. I don't know how often, but they compete. I know I will agree with you here. A lot of headlines every time they compete. I'll tell you that, especially when they win. And that's all I got to say about it. Newman says, that's crazy, man. I never thought it would fly down there. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, Texas don't sound like the place where you go down there, boy, and let them boys roam with them girls roam with them boys. I didn't think they do that there. Sound more Louisiana than it did Texas, but what you say, Margaret? Margaret, did you see what I just saw, girl? I saw that. I swear I saw that girl. I saw that girl lose to that girl, but that girl that she lost to, that girl was a boy. You ain't got, it's some boy in Texas. If they like my grandparents, they sitting there talking trash in that damn audience. The hell this is? Somebody else, they little cousin. Who the hell this is? You can't let no boy beat them girls. They got the guns on, they open carry, everything. They just like, man, hell no, this is crazy. See, that's why I can't live anywhere but LA. I imagine I'm at a place where they got open carry, the dude's just standing there, sitting there like this. This is some BS. I'm like, it might go down. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I think that people are people. What's the quote? Life is simple, but human beings will always make it difficult. Something like that. Socrates says something like that. He ain't never lied. Golly. All right, so earlier in the show, we talked about the distraction that Jason Whitlock said Stephen A. Smith was doing by attacking him. And he was attacking him because he didn't want to come at Stephen A. Smith didn't want to come at Dave Portnoy, right? Bob Kraft, Mike Vrabel, everybody else who was part of the fallout from the Drake May is lying joke or serious comment made by Stephen A. Smith. Well, Dave Portnoy demanded an apology when it happened. Stephen A. Smith said, boy, I ain't giving you jack. Well, we got an update on that. Let's talk about it.
When Drake May was called a liar by Stephen A. Smith because he said he didn't know Cam Newton was on that other network and on First Take, I demanded an apology from Stephen A. I said, you don't call my quarterback a liar. You don't do that. Stephen A. responded by saying, who was Dave Portnoy to demand an apology from me? I ain't getting an apology demand from me from nobody, especially Dave Portnoy. And then the next breath, what did he do? He apologized.
Damn.
So thank you, Stephen A., for apologizing. I don't care whether you say you didn't, I can't demand it. The main thing is you did it. The main thing is I said, hey, you are going to apologize for calling my quarterback a liar. And he said, no, he's not the man enough, by the way. I was just joking. I'm sorry to Drake May. So apology accepted, and I'm glad we could put this nastiness behind us. I respect Stephen A., and I'm glad he adhered and bent the knee and gave the apology. So I am thankful that war is over.
Jesus. Blah, blah, blah. Damn. That ain't right, dog. Dave Portnoy ain't right. You talking about, that was a pissing match. That was a pissing contest. And he was like, got a little more pee than you. I mean, Lord. Thank you, Stephen A., for apologizing. Apology accepted. I'm glad we could put this nastiness behind us. And you adhered and bent the knee. You know where that went in spirit. Even though he's going to be quoted and you're going to just sit there and say, interesting. But behind that was a power struggle, power play. Because the beats were, you called Drake May a liar. Drake May got supporters that are powerful. They said, don't bring us into this, and since you did, apologize, partner. I ain't apologizing. Who is he? I actually know who he is, but I ain't apologizing. There's something over there with these apologies. Like, one, I just can't believe that they're sincere because they're just too plentiful. Like, I tell my wife this all the time because she's an apologizer. She's Canadian also, so I get it. You know, she does something. She's, oh, I'm sorry. Baby, why you do that? I'm sorry. And I'm not going to lie, I love most of it. But I'm like, the quantity, how many times you apologize a day? I was like, I guess there shouldn't be a limit. But it's like, golly, all you do is apologize. Stop doing wrong. See, I'm from that school. I'm not apologizing once that day. Not because I'm so damn stubborn, because I'm trying not to do nothing wrong where I got to apologize. You imagine if I walked up to you and I was like, what's up, homie? Hey, what's up? We talking, we chill. I go, slap the shit out of you. I just slap you. And you look at me like, what? I said, I'm sorry. Sometimes I be looking at an apology. I was like, who made this stuff up? Who made that I could just get this dry eraser of actions and go, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Yes, it did. Saying you sorry. Some of the stuff you did with full intention, awareness, and was trying to get a win on my back. I hate when cats be trying to get over on you, and then all of a sudden you catch them slipping. You hit their ass. It's third and goal. Now it's fourth and goal, fool, and you try to kick the field goal. We blocked that too. Shut up. I'm sorry. No. I hate when somebody really trying to get you. You stop them and get them, and then they be like, oh, I'm sorry. No, you not. Because if you would have won, you wouldn't have said you sorry. You know they behind the scenes as soon as it happened. What'd he say? Hey, Drake May a liar. Whoa, Drake May a liar. Whoa. Oh, hey, you need to apologize, Stephen A. I ain't apologizing for nothing. Then they on their phones. You know they on their phones. Portnoy hitting up Kraft hitting up Vrabel hitting up Drake. We got this, boy. Young Money, Cash Money over here. Then No Limit over there. They talking about, oh, you got Stephen A. He hitting up RC. RC said, man, don't bring me in this. You know, I don't did too much already this year. Okay, who Stephen A. gonna hit up? Who he gonna hit up? McAfee. McAfee like, oh, now you need me, huh? Been at this network for 2 years. You don't even want to, man, get off my phone. So he hit up Jimmy Pitaro on them. He's like, man, look, this ain't the fight you want to have. Let me just tell you, them boys connected. Now, I know Dave stay in them streets. He stay in them like, what y'all doing? Like, right, he's a CEO that's like, own it, in it, right? So ain't nothing wrong with that. He taking care of his business, but it's just interesting, the power struggle, the power dynamic. That's what happens behind the scenes. Everybody's trying to body up, trying to get their armor going, trying to get their army ready. And in this situation, Stephen A. didn't have an army. Plus he should have just led with and kept going with, it was a joke. I got to apologize for a joke. Jimmy Kimmel line one. You know what I mean? He's like, yes, you do. People like, line one. Plans goodbye at that cocktail party. All y'all going to be talking about is that. And I'm like, plans goodbye at that cocktail party. All y'all going to be talking about is that. And I'm like, nah. I like simpler conversations. Or the Jets going to beat the Giants. Like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all not going to take me back. And then your interpretation of the Bible and these actions. No. So I want y'all interpretations of this because we got some breaking news. Okay, you ready for this? Breaking news. And we're going to talk through this because this is a change of the industry right before your very eyes, right? Look at this shift right here. ESPN's L. Duncan is set to become the new face of Netflix's sports division. That's what they tell Andrew Marchand. Look at that picture. Good picture. Great dress, girl. Breaking. All right, that's it. We're not done with that because that post leads us to this, which is Netflix. She going to be the face of Netflix. Is that a network? So in the world we grew up in, it was ESPN. Then it was FS1 and ESPN. Even though ESPN is still king, FS1 is in the game. Then you got NBC Sports, right? You got CBS Sports. You got all these things coming up. But now, that's streaming money. Now, those tech companies, now it is everywhere. You know, you got FanDuel. You got gambling companies having their own. BetMGM.com. Like, you got everywhere. But Netflix is huge. So I was doing this when I read it. I was like, congratulations, you go, girl, right? And I know she has stepped in it before. I know she has put herself step to it before. And then I saw this video, and I said, this is very interesting. Not only the sports angle of how Netflix is now a viable buyer of sports content. They already do it, and Amazon, etc. If I left one out, that proves my point. There's so many of them. But then there's a little bit of politics involved here. And tell me if you guys were a part of this, because I wasn't, but I'm interested to see what my audience does and rocks with. Let's go here.
Legislation happening in Florida and across other states as well that are targeting our LGBTQI plus communities. Many of our colleagues here at ESPN have planned and organized a walkout that will be happening at 3 p.m. Eastern today. And to be honest with you, we thought we were going to come here today and really celebrate a sport that has meant so much and done so much, including for so many in the LGBTQI plus communities. But we understand the gravity of this legislation and also how it is affecting so many families across this country. And because of that, our allyship is going to take a front seat. And with that, we're going to pause in solidarity. Legislation.
She nailed that. Here we go. Okay, she nailed that. All right, I hear what she's saying, but I'm not going into the political angle. I'm not, because this is about the sports conversation. She's going to Netflix to be the sports content person, right? Lead face, right? But then that connects to this. Remember, Netflix is doubling down on pushing woke and trans ideology at children. Parents should think twice before letting their kids watch. Even Elon Musk has had enough and canceled his Netflix subscription today. Time to cancel Netflix, right? And that was because of this video that they had. Now, you get it? 2 + 2 is 4 right now, right? It's not 3 or 5. Elle Duncan and her politics, her viewpoints are going to Netflix because they have similar viewpoints, or at least open-mindedness, which has led Netflix to be in this position, which is crazy. Has lost over $15 billion in market value since users began canceling their subscriptions in protest of its woke content. Did you cancel your subscription to Netflix? I wanted to put all that together in through line, as they say, thread it all together to say, damn, Netflix is doubling down, at least in the spirit of content, or how that content will be shaped, or how that content will be professed, by hiring Elle Duncan, who is not shy in going in front of the world and telling her exactly what she believes, even though some people don't want politics in sports, even though politics will always be in sports. Some people don't want extremism and stuff, but it's always going to be polarizing, whether you talking sports or politics. So I'm really interested in seeing how this is going to play out, because if you're Netflix, obviously most times they try to suppress and do damage control, right? Oh, we got this show. I think it was 2 shows that people were protesting. Take them off, or it was labeled for 7-year-olds, and they had all this kind of crazy ideology stuff. And when I say crazy, it's because they're too young. I don't care what you're thinking when you're an adult. Give me a malt liquor. I don't care. But please, don't put it on Bluey. Don't put St. Ives commercials on Peppa Pig, right? Just have some sense. Let it happen. Let it happen when you get older. I protect my kids as long as they can. I want them to be pure and corny as long as they can, because the world will toughen them up and let them get real. I don't need to do that. I don't want nobody cursing around my kids. I don't like none of that. I'm like, dog, they're going to get that. You ain't got to give it to them now. Just wait. It's happening. So it's going to be interesting. Netflix, instead of doing damage control, they hire somebody that they know has already brought these headlines and continue to bring it. So in me just discovering and going like this, congratulations, Elle Duncan, you get flooded with, this is what they doing. Interesting. Okay, beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. Thought that was fascinating. Oh, man. Yes, 2 Count Yeti, you caught a live stream. I'm here. I am here in the building. I'm doing this for real. And TC210 says, good morning, everyone. Yeah, your ass is late. We've been here an hour almost. Come on, dog. Don't be coming to my coach right now be like, hey, did you just get here? Coming to practice an hour late. What's wrong with you? No. Nothing. You know, sit your ass. Sit down. I'm going to tell you what's wrong with you. No. You know what? I'm not even going to say it. Look at him. Y'all tell me what's wrong with him. Everybody's scared. What do you want us to say? No, you know what? Since they ain't got nothing to say and you ain't got nothing to say, I got something for you. Who's your roommate? Why you an hour late? Then you over there, my roommate, Ricky. Ricky, stand up, Ricky. Why in the hell did you leave to go to practice and been here for an hour and your roommate is still sitting in there sleep? Ricky like, fool, I got to practice on time early. He didn't want to get up. He was still caught in that sauce. He was lost in that sauce. I'm not going to say much, sir, but damn it, that boy wanted to get one more pump. I came to practice. You mad at me? Let me let everybody here know. Gather around. Coaches be tripping. Boy, power trip. The next person that leaves a man behind, because this is a team. It ain't no iron team. There is a me, but there ain't no iron team. The next person that leaves somebody behind, they run it till they die. You mean death? I ain't mean die on title. Don't sue me, y'all. Y'all get the point. So coaches just be tripping, but this is the point. Don't leave nobody behind. If you play sports and you got a roommate, you better make sure your roommate goes with you. If not, you're in trouble. Okay, I got a heartwarming story right here, because I think we gotta center this Shedeur conversation. Shedeur is getting a lot of love, a lot of hate. We know it because he's a star. That's what happens. But I want y'all to really take a look at this, because I think this is fascinating. Imagine if you were Shedeur, or imagine if you were the other person in here, prime time. Imagine this was your moment with your dad. Or imagine this was your moment with your son. I think this is amazing.
I felt it in my spirit, though. Right there. Check that one right there. Those are the little things you got to get right. So you get that right, you don't know. Like it's over. Play good. You got to look at the family and evaluate yourself on the way on. But you play good. But you look like you get the hand the whole time. You're scared. Yeah. Those are iffy balls and stuff like that. You got to make sure they ain't iffy. Yeah. You'll see. You're good. I'm proud of you, buddy. I'm really proud of you. You're holding down the family. I'm the last hope right here. Last hope.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Sometimes, you know how it goes. You lose contact with some relatives and you know you love them dearly. You just don't see them. You just don't reach out as much, whatever it may be, but you love them. This is the feeling I have for this. I think we are losing contact with what sports really is, what it really means. Like, you have a father who is a Mount Rushmore player, who has a son, and yeah, it's been some questionable moves, and he's coached him from day one, and he's polarizing, but shut it. Nobody want to hear that right now. That is a dude who created another dude that made it to where he made it, and now it's all on you. The sky's the limit. Wow. If I made it to the NFL, my daddy had played in the NFL, do you know how you could have just never stopped me from crying, at least on the inside? More importantly, I'm raising a 10-year-old boy right now who loves to play football and basketball and gymnastics and pickleball. And if that boy ever just got lucky and worked hard enough and was blessed enough to make it, and I got to go in the tunnel, especially football, so let's bring it home like this. And I got to go in the tunnel after his first start, and my son gonna be big, so I don't know about that quarterback, but he a DN or something, an old lineman, and he got like 3 pancakes, and I'll go up to him in the tunnel. I was like, dog, I remember taking your butt to school, then rushing home after school just to get something to eat and do your homework real fast because you had practice. And then you coming home right after practice to get your shower and try to watch a little bit of your favorite show, Big Green City. And then you had to go to bed and then rinse and repeat it again. You had very little free time. And you didn't complain, because that's my son. He don't complain. He'd be like, all right, we got to go do it. We got to do it. And you went to practice and you went to the games and you fell down and you got back up, you cried, you learned how to be tougher. You used to say everything hurt. Then you got to a point where you didn't want anyone to see you get hurt. Man, Y'all know how dope that is? Come on, man. We got to stop playing. Like, look, on this show, we're going all around the emotional spectrum. We're going to keep it real and honest and true, authentic, yes. But that also means vulnerable. Expose yourself. Lead with your weakness. Man, that's amazing. I don't care if the dude is a bum. I don't care if he never completes another pass. He had a moment like that with his daddy. Do you know how much work you got to put in for your son to get in that position? Okay? I don't care if you call him a puppet master or not. No. I can't get this boy drafted. If he did, he would have got him drafted first. If Deion could get you drafted, he ain't getting you drafted in the 5th round. So obviously it was a struggle bus, right? Who cares? Best player ever at your position got drafted after you. Boy, you better not make no excuses. Man, I ended with this because y'all know I grew up with LeVar Ball and his brothers. Now, I didn't know LeVar, but I knew his brothers. And they played at Westchester High School, where I went to high school for a couple of years. And they won city and all that. They were ballers, twins. Crazy. Ballers. And always knew that there was a bunch of them. And then one of them had moved way out. That's LeVar. And raised his kids. Like, with intention, with purpose, because of LA street life. It got his brothers caught up, being real. So instead of being around it and trying to navigate around it, and using up so much brain power and potentially not making it for your family, he bones out, goes way out there, right? Raises them kids. We all seen the videos. They way out in Chino Hills, right? Way out there. I mean, way out there. But he locked in. Look what he did. Not one, not two in the NBA, and the third one got a sniff and all that. But more importantly, he turned into a rapper. He got his own little bread and his own cottage industry. Salute. LeVar, my dog, man. Every time I see that man, and he went through hell to do what he did. And then when he got there, he went through more hell. And he said, I did my part. He fell back. He told you, he used to come on the show all the time. We used to talk about that. He's like, I'm going to fall back once they get there. But until they get there, you're going to know they coming. Can we salute those who need to be saluted? Can we salute the moments that need it? Like that one right there. Deion, Shedeur, much love to y'all for that. That's inspiring. That is inspiring. Okay. Let me beat it up in the comments before I get to the next topic. And the next topic's going to be interesting. A lot of us fans used to watch Deion Sanders' show back in the day. It was basically a show about raising his sons and running his school in Texas. Basically seen Shedeur and Shiloh grow up since little, I guess. 2 Count Yeti said that. I don't get the Shedeur hype, but hey, I'm a barber. Honor roll. I get the hype. Your daddy was it, and now you trying to walk in his shoes. Yeah, everybody cares about that story, especially when your daddy was it. We know Michael Jordan Jr. Why you think we know that? Because we know Michael Jordan. So don't do that. Who hair are you cutting? You don't understand that. Let me stop. Do y'all understand the difference between individual greatness and team success? Y'all don't? Let Gilbert tell you.
But so far, it seems like both are talking about something very different. Usually that's what always happens when you're having conversations versus individual and people standing on team success.
Yeah. I mean, Kenyon has said previously, I can name 200 players better than Draymond Green. Provided a list of power forwards better than Draymond Green. I'm not going to say every single power forward on the list. Some of it felt a little petty and nefarious. But 90%. I mean, he threw like Popeye Jones in there, threw David Lee in there, and did make his point. So I'm not here to disagree with Kenyon.
David Lee? Like white boy David Lee?
Yes, the Caucasian David Lee. But did point out for what they did for their teams. Yeah, there's a lot of talk always about the rings, and I think you always mentioned
the rings don't have nothing to do with
separate team.
Somebody being better than you. Someone being better than you is you and your talent, not your team success. But David Lee as an individual, yeah, he would be better than Draymond Green. As a player, one averaged 20 in the NBA, dog.
Yeah, one is a 9-time all defensive selection.
Okay, that's one side of the floor. Depends. That's what I said. It all depends on what you value.
Who David Lee locking up?
Who locked up David Lee? He scored 20 points a game. 20 points a game.
Yeah, I've
NBA.
seen Draymond drop 32, 15, and 7 in a Game 7 of the NBA Finals, so I know he has it in him.
The nigga
He
averaged
just
20 points.
elects not to do it.
Wait, he averaged 20 points twice in his career. 18, 18, 16. Like, this has nothing to do with winning as a team. This is individual.
He was a bucket getting Caucasian.
I love your sign. Blah, blah, blah. He was a bucket getting Caucasian. Man, this is the age-old argument that it will never get settled. Shout out to the barber. And the real is because it's not level, it's not even. This is what I'm mad at when I hear Shedeur fans say, well, he didn't get the reps. Well, he didn't get this opportunity. Dog, it's never even. There are dudes who are insanely great in situations that it won't work. There's no soil for it to take root. That seed is planted in dirt, mud. There's nothing fertile about these grounds, right? You can say what you want. And not even to talk about the circumstances. It just doesn't work out. You were insane. We know how many players that were great. Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, every sport, Dan Marino. That, look, it ain't going to work. Whether you came during an era where there was some dynasties or there was an amazing player or two, or that's the way it goes. In the NBA, one team smiles, 29 frown. In the NFL, 31 teams frown, one team smiles. So I don't know if the fans agree with this, like in totality or to a large degree, but players be looking at players like, dog, do not come over my house flossing like you are it unless you are it. Now, there are some guys who are it and they got them chips. Shaq, Kobe, Jordan. You know what I mean? We know what it is. But don't come over here and you ain't it. You a third, fourth, fifth option, but you got that jewelry on and you acting like you one of them housewives. Like my wife. You know I got 4 rings, right? Got a little white cat on your shoulder. I got 4 rings. I'll be like, fool, what you do? You come on in, but don't act, and I ain't got no rings, but look at me. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Did we forget it? Growing up, nobody was over there saying, oh, the 5th pick on the team that we built. You remember we all go to the free throw line. Swish. Okay. We captains. Okay, I got him. You got him. Him. Okay, we beat y'all. Nobody looking at my 5th player that I picked and saying he better than the other captain, because the other captain was the one who made the free throw and was the other best player. Well, y'all stop playing with us. Now, I will say I sound like a guy that has no rings because I don't have any rings. But I will tell you this. I thought this way growing up before I even got to the league. And I know everybody does. But if you got both, I'm not talking to you. But if you're saying one or the other, would you rather be dressed up as a team or would you rather be that dude? It's not an easy answer. I had this debate yesterday on the rocks with Blaze and Terry. Richie, we were talking through it. Shout out to DPG. He wasn't in the building, but shout out. And we were talking about it. And we were talking like, would you rather be Draymond or would you rather be Kenyon? And I know Kenyon was better, but I'd rather be Draymond. Like, give me all that love. I'm a Hall of Famer. I was on the Dynasty. I don't need all them all defensive and all that, but I take it. And it's weird. I don't have no rational concise answer to why I want to be the person that I think was worse. Yes, I do. Why am I acting like I don't know? It's like music. The best rapper is not the best rapper. There's some dude that's probably an underground or backpacking or didn't even make it, and he got flows. But the best rapper we know is like a Eminem or a Game or Rakim or like, you know, LL, like. It's like it takes more than just you got bars, right? But there are some people in music that you're like, I'd rather be him even though somebody else is more talented. There's somebody at the First Tabernacle down there on Slauson that is better as a singer than somebody who's big time mainstream. Oh, well, That's why they got American Idol as a show. They're trying to bring sloths into the mainstream. But who would you rather be? Yeah, let me take that mainstream, right? Draymond just mainstreamed it. Kenyon just baller. And that's where that conversation goes for me. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Where your conversation goes. What y'all thinking about that? Andre Reed, almost like my boy. That dude, what's up, bro? Loved you from SFY days. Respect, big dog. Love to you, too. But at the same time, I told you SFY, Speak for Yourself, was a show. We killed that. Somebody said, 2 Count Yeti said, best rapper is a homeless man somewhere. I always believe that. The best of everything is somebody who's just disenfranchised, like just off the path. But because I know I wasn't the best football player I ever saw with my own eyes, but they didn't make it. One dude had bad knees, another dude picked the wrong sport. I could just start going through it like, yeah, with him. Oh, another dude. Oh, Al Jones. Sophomore year, freshman year, Al Jones. 6-pack looked like buildings just poking out his stomach, and then alleys. Building, alley. Building, that's more. Man, I remember we went to a passing league game. This sucker showed up with no shirt on. I'm a running back. He a receiver. I'm like, when you're young, you got to play it cool. You're looking at his wristbands. You're looking at how he got spatted. You're looking at everything to try and get a read on him. And everything I read said he is a killer. I was like, God dang. Went to New Mexico and played in college. Didn't go pro. Way better than me. I mean, and I was going to transfer to go to the school he was at, and I was like, I don't think I should transfer over there. They look like they Florida State. I'm in high school. Them boys look like they ain't in high school. They look like they go to Florida State. Jesus. It's a marathon, y'all, so don't stop yelling at your kids at the damn game. You yelling at the kid, boy. He ain't going pro today. He 10. Stop. Run. Let the fool mess up. He gonna catch somebody. Don't worry. Puberty ain't even hit yet. We ain't even started this race. All these man-childs out here, all these little 5'3" kids that think they go, oh, man, he dropping 40 all day, every day. Some of them gonna do all right. And some of them, that's gonna be their Al Bundy moment. That's their highlight. Whew. Let's talk about this. Let's highlight something that's going on in the NFL. What would y'all do in this situation? Y'all know who Justin Tucker is. Y'all know who Justin Tucker is, the kicker, right? Y'all forgot? Nah, everybody forgot.
Well, I think that's all part of the visit and the conversations that you have to have as you go through this, just like a lot of players. There's the field component of this thing that you get guys in here to evaluate them, but also there's, you just want to get to know the people and get to know, maybe a circumstance here and there. And certainly, he had a suspension in the league. He served that suspension. Obviously, there's some information to collect. Obviously, our personnel group will do a really good job of collecting all the information, having the conversations we have to have as we go through this. But this will be a workout, and we'll see how all that stuff takes place. Yeah, I think that's going to be some personal dialogue between, myself, him, Mickey. We'll have to go through that process and have those conversations. And again, we were not in Baltimore. We were not part of that process. And so it's about having those conversations as you go through this thing. And we'll keep that private as we kind of go through it.
Does the team reach out to, the women involved at all? Whether they're lawyers?
There's certainly an evaluation part of it off the field, and we'll do our due diligence as we go through all that.
Just do you also touch base with Baltimore at all in terms of getting information about the decision that they made? And why?
We'll collect as much information as we can. Absolutely.
Why don't you guys even consider it? Well, what's kind of the upside of finding out what he has on?
Yeah, he's been a really good kicker in this league for a really long time, and he's had a ton of success, and he's been a leader for Baltimore for a long time as their team. He's been one of their leaders for an extended period of time with a very successful team, and so obviously there's been some stuff that's been unfortunate. He's gone through an experience, and I think it's about collecting what that experience was, and we'll evaluate the football aspect of it, and we'll evaluate everything else as well.
Blah, blah, blah. That last question got me irritated. I try my best to prepare, but also not know all of it so I don't have to live it again, so then I'm not stale. So sometimes I don't want to go through all of it. I get the gist of it. So what's the upside of bringing in Justin Tucker? for a tryout when you struggling to get field goals made? Can you separate the real from the fake? And here's the real. Whatever he did, he certainly has served that punishment. Whether it's the suspension, whether it's his reputation, his legacy, etc. Oh, he done paid the cost. Now, in that situation, I'm not diving into the details of that. I don't know if he did it or didn't do it. You know me, I don't believe one allegation until you prove it. I don't know if they proved it or not. They settled. I don't. My thing is, does he deserve a second chance? Like, okay, he did that. Let's say he did it. He don't deserve a second chance. He already got punished. Okay, let's say he didn't do it. We know he deserves a second chance. Matter of fact, it should still be his first chance if he didn't do it, but I digress. What world do we live in where somebody gonna sit there and they gonna have a recorder? Now, I know you're doing your job, but you ain't doing your job. You can just say, like, what upside to a kicker that is the best kicker in kicker history? I wonder what we want with him. To kick it. Like 10 massage therapists or whatever the number was, all accusing him of doing crazy stuff. Okay. Whatever comes from that, does he have to be banned for life? Banished. Off through his head. Like, do we do that? Or are we like, okay. And kudos to Kellen Moore for addressing this. And shame on protocol. Shame on the NFL and our protocol. Why are we putting the head coach out there to talk about a legal issue or ethical issue? I don't want to hear from him. As much as he's always the one we're hearing from, we can change that. Put somebody in HR up there. You got this head coach over there taking these hits for you. He bringing in Justin Tucker. I'm a football coach. You want me to bring in your son just because he got all A's? He sucks. He can't kick, but he's a good kid. Yeah, I don't need good kids. I need bad kids that ain't in jail that can kick. Hell wrong with you. What do you think this is? You're signing up for the wrong thing. They did this to the commissioner. I used to hate that. I love the commissioner. Why? Simple. He makes more money for the league. People are like, you a company man. I was like, man, shut up. When I played, I got a deal that I averaged. I had, at the time I got my deal, I think I had 29 sacks. And I got a deal for $40 million. Yeah, it was like almost $7 million a year. Not bragging, I'm just giving you real numbers. Joey Bosa signed a deal with 29 sacks. Somebody sent it to me. And his deal was for $30 million a year, and he made $120 million. Thank you, Roger Goodell. that boy went out there 4X me. That's what the game's about. It's not about walking in my shoes, dealing with my plight. No, it's about standing on my shoulders and getting way more than I got. Because guess what? There was a day I got more than Bruce Smith. And I was never as good as Bruce Smith. But that's how the game goes. There was a day I got more than Junior Seau. And I wasn't better than him. But that's how the game goes. So salute to anybody who gets it and who puts them in that position. But they used to put the commissioner out there and make him do all the discipline. I used to say, I was like, why is the commissioner answering some Ray Rice questions? That ain't his job. His job, you know who does that? The person that deals with all of the fines and suspensions. I don't even know his name. That's the point. I shouldn't have to know his name. He just come down with the hammer and move on. That's how you protect the league, the image, the shield. You protect your head coach, have him out there. Got sound bites of him answering some questions about Justin Tucker. You don't even know what he did. Maybe don't even believe it. Maybe he does. He don't know. He like, I want to call 38 Waggle 7X drop. Next time he asks him a question, he was like, 38 Waggle 7X drop. So what are you going to do with Justin Tucker after his workout? You think you're bringing him in? 38 toss. Just talk coach speak. Come on, man. Got that boy out there looking sideways. Crazy. Speaking of looking sideways, we're going to do a quick one. We're going to go through a quick one, then we're going to go through a real one. Oh, this is going to be a real. All right. What y'all think about that last topic? Beat up in the comments. Raphael said I buffered for a minute and said he did the same thing as Deshaun Watson. I mean, the scope wasn't the same, but maybe. Sean says, even if you're guilty, you're going to deny it. True story. Well, yeah, that's the problem with cats getting caught. Everyone's innocent, but the jails are full, so somebody lying, right? I understand some people are wrongfully convicted, but the jails are full. Somebody lying. All right, speaking of some craziness, I just want y'all to see this. This is the Wiley. Every now and then I'm going to do Wiley. Like my name, W-I-L-E-Y, I'm going to go why? Like why? What question? Wiley. Why? Why? Why are you doing this, Geno? What is wrong with Geno Smith? Please, somebody tell me. Please stand up. This is Geno Smith. Ah, that's the bird. He doesn't play for the Eagles. He's flipping the bird, and he doesn't play for the Eagles. So the fan base is now turned on Geno Smith. I got friends in Vegas. I got friends that go to every single game, on top of the fact that every article I read now is Geno on defense or Geno hello, and the fan base jumped on him. So they're going to be in the quarterback sweepstakes. Problem is there are no quarterbacks. So, you know, I don't know what you do. This, especially when they writing this on the message board, this is a problem. Geno Smith flipping off Raiders fans after another embarrassing game. I've never hated a Raider quarterback more. Damn. Even over Jimmy G? Mark Davis, I hope this finds you. Change is needed. You pay millions for this. Al Davis would never tolerate this. No, I think there were some bad ones. I think there were some bad ones in there as well. I got one comment. Let's beat up in the comments. Oh, Frank on the last topic said, need to quit acting like a massage therapist or just massage therapist. Yeah, that's the conversation people don't want to have. The setup. I told you guys this story before when I used to play for the Chargers. I got to give it to you quick. So you sign, you get to camp and then they have already built in, like they hired massage therapists. So it's free to us between practices. You can use them. You ain't got to spend your own money. So it's a service. It's a great thing. And then it's always this same like stereotype. It's always some old ass lady who putting it together. Like, she ain't got enough pressure. And you're just like, all right, but she the OG. She know where to push. She know where to touch. But man, put some pressure in it. Put your elbow in it, right? And then it's also this like dude who's like in super shape and he's like, oh, I could kill it. I could do all this stuff. But at the same time, he's like really excited about football. And then it's this fine girl who likes doing the therapy, but at the same time, she likes these players, right? And everybody always want to talk to you because you're a star. Even if you don't play, you're an NFL player. Hey, how's it going? How's your family? The fine girl, all of them. And let me just tell you this, because I am somebody, when I was single and I was on the team, I dated the people that they were hiring massage. They be macking. I'm over here trying to, I'm like, first of all, she fine. I'm like, whatever. She ain't the first one I see today, and ain't gonna be the last. I'm going to Cheesecake Factory later. So I'm just sitting there, and she's like, yeah. You can tell when they want to mac, because when they don't want to mac, they do this. How's it going? Do you like it here? How's the team? We're going to be good this year, right? That's the person just like, I'm rubbing you and get your ass up. The person who really want to holler is doing this. Oh, so you get a lot of massages? Yeah, really? Where, at home, or do you go to a facility? Oh, okay. Where do you live? Oh, yeah, family there? Are you macking to me? I stopped short. I almost had, not a girlfriend. I was cool with one. I was like, God dang. But they be macking to you. Point being, I know what you mean in the comments. You're like, dog, they be macking to you. Real spit. They do. They really do. But I thought Geno, let's get back to Geno a little bit in the comments. I thought Geno would be better too. It ain't the money, it ain't the Vegas. That boy is a vet. That boy old. I don't know what it is. I don't know, the belly full. I don't know what it is. But, sometimes it just happens. I regressed when I played. So sometimes it just happens. Like, it's a young man's game. Maybe it's that. Okay, let's get into some fireworks. Let's get into this topic right here. Y'all like, what topic is this? Y'all ever seen this guy online? The Jason Lamar. I just found out about him. This dude is fascinating to me. He's hilarious. It seems like everything is like, he wants to talk about life, but more importantly, he wants y'all to go work out and get in shape. Yeah, I love it. It's a great combo. Watch this.
They say it's the white man I should fear, but it's my own kind doing all the killing here. You know who said that? Tupac. Wonder who killed him. Speaking of, I wonder who killed Biggie, Big L, Jam Master Jay, Soulja Slim, Triple X, Pop Smoke, Young Dolph, PNB, and Nipsey. I wonder who shot Game. I wonder who shot 50. Must have been the white man, right? After all, they're the ones riding through black neighborhoods killing black people over trivial shit like jewelry and Jordans. They're the ones spinning the block and sliding on the ops, aren't they? Deeper than that, it's the white man who says articulate black people talk white. It's the white man who says that you have to look, act, and think a certain way to be black. It is the white man who has stripped black people of all their power by convincing them they're still oppressed. Isn't it? I mean, everyone knows white supremacy is responsible for all the problems in the black community, so they must be the ones committing all the violence and pushing this victim mindset. Because if the white man isn't to blame, I wonder who is.
Whoa! Blah, blah, blah. There's a word out there that gets a lot of people in trouble, especially in the media. And I'm guilty of expressing that word through actions as well. It's called accountability. So, when you're accountable, it's different than being responsible. Remember that. But when you're accountable, not only will you hold yourself to an expectation and to a standard, you will expect those same things to be held to others. And that's where I think this conversation should start. Message. I am Marcellus Vernon Wiley, born 1974, right? I am 50 years young. I will be 51 at the end of this month. And growing up all the way to today, the climate has changed, the conversations have changed, and some things are the same. I understand how this world works because I've been in so many different worlds. I'm bilingual. I'm probably trilingual. I don't know. I know every vernacular. I know every expression. I'm a highly intelligent guy. I have accolade and achievement, not only with my brain, but with my body. I'm not stupid. I am inside my head the most confident person you will ever meet. At the same time, knowing my vulnerabilities and knowing my frailties. I know myself. My goal was to learn myself. People want to travel the world. I want to travel inside of me. And then I want to connect with those who share those values, who share those beliefs. Thoughts, words, actions. I want that continuum to be connected to people who have similar thoughts, words, actions. And then I want that to be the army of people that rock with me, not against me. Then I want to talk to all those against me so we can have a commonality. So we can have something that we can all go to together. And that should be of higher standard. Now, being a black man, whether it's a D.L. Hughley who takes shots at me, whether it's people in the past who have like a Roland Martin, whoever it may be that has looked at me side-eye before, I want to let you know how well-intended I am. More importantly, want to let you know that I will not die and I will not let happen on my watch. Black people have an inferiority complex, but it's happening. Low expectations, but it's happening. Low standards, but it's happening. Okay? How does it come out? Look at the metrics. I'm a football player. I'm a football player and a track runner. I don't want to hear how good you are. I see how good you are. And I hear with my eyes. Looking at the numbers, looking at the metrics, my people, dead last. Or second to last. We still proud. We still poke out our chest. We still say and have hashtags, black excellence and stuff like that. I don't say those type of things because I don't believe in black excellence. I believe in excellence. I don't want the subcategory. Never. You ever run track and they put you on the alternate track? No. I want to be there in the main stadium. You ever play tennis? No, I want to be in the main one. Just one word. It. Not that it. I don't want to be Compton excellent. Respect to Compton. I love you. I want to be excellent. So the thing is, I've noticed that by the numbers, we are not there. And then by the attitudes, we're not trying to change where we are. I know people that pander. I know people that is race baiting. I know people that are just talking about when white people disrespect black people and never about when black people disrespecting black people, because you're not supposed to do that because that's proximity. What? You trying to tell me I'm supposed to overlook what's happening in all these major cities, what we're doing to each other, just so I can wait and hold my breath so somebody who got a different epidermis complexion, different hue does it, then I'm going to get outraged? I'm going to get upset at them, but I'm not upset at me or we? Crazy. I grew up, man, growing up, boy, I had to navigate around so much bullshit. BS by homies. Dog, I know some real OGs. I give you one that y'all know. I know Big U. That's my dog. Real spit. I didn't know him growing up. Thankfully, probably. I knew people that knew him, but then when he got out, 04, I connected with him. I grew up in that neighborhood. Connected with him, did the best interview ever. There are two things that people have never seen that I've done. Well, a couple other things, but two interviews, or that if y'all had seen them, wait. One is my Big U interview on Crenshaw, 3 hours, straight real talk. Did it for the NFL Network. They wanted to do a story on me. I said, man, that sounds typical. Guy from the hood who makes it and plays ball, shut it. I was like, that's boring. I said, how about this? Somebody who's in the neighborhood that I had to deal with, or a type like that, and more importantly, they really knew the neighborhood and it didn't always work out for them. That lets you know where I'm really from, because that would highlight, wow, you got from there? So we did an interview, 3 hours. Oh, did he break it down? And the other one is obvious, the Drake interview about Kendrick Lamar. But back to this, I remember having that interview in 04. It's 2025, y'all, and things have gotten better some places and worse in many places. Right? You got people that can't even celebrate how good they are, how great they are, because of all this craziness. We don't have the freedom of thought. You vote for Donald Trump, you take a picture of Donald Trump, you go to the White House like me? Pfft, you ain't black. What the hell is black then? Y'all letting one side tell you what to do? Okay, do it. Just get something out of it. What's the results? Last place? Oh, man, you better switch sides. All I know is if my team come in last place, coach ain't happy. And if y'all want me to talk about the community, be real with us, hey, is this you? Well, my coaches say, is this you, Wiley? 75. That's you, right? What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? What's your job? In football, I got to contain. In life, it's to grab the baton from my mama and daddy, run the best leg, and hand it off to my itty bitties without dropping it. Without acting like, man, they running longer. They running farther. They running shorter. Who gives a damn? Don't compare, prepare. I don't want to hear it. Be greater than your greatest excuse. And really, frankly, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't know any excuses. Now, I'm talking about my world. You can beat it up in the comments if you got one. I have not met a person and had a conversation with them in a scenario that they have ever told me that they didn't contribute to their own demise. You are your own best friend and you are your own worst enemy. I am huge on attitude. As y'all know, yesterday's Wileyism was attitude is altitude. So when I see cats, every time I know anybody in my life that has made it or didn't make it, based on their expectations, based on their dreams. Did you make your dream a reality? Okay, if you did, I know my best friend. He's a Wall Street exec. He's a BlackRock exec. Y'all don't know what BlackRock is? It's like $1 trillion company. Big time exec. My other best friend, he's a financial advisor, big time athletes, big time celebs, all that. Travels the world. Other best friend, he runs a consumer product line and he does all the manufacturing. Big time success. Not perfect either. Two of them fools divorced. It ain't all good. But the point is, we talk real. We be like, I did this and it led to that, which was great. And then I did this and it led to that and that sucked. But accountability. That's all I want. I swear, We ain't got to do this. I'm getting tired of, I don't like talking about my people. I don't like talking about anybody like that. But I will point it out. I don't talk about actors. I talk about acts. We need to act. We need to be more accountable. If not, be happy with last place or second to last. What happened to my grandma and them making us clean up? Say it loud. I'm thinking I'm proud. We do this shit. Yeah. What happened? Proud of last place? This is just real. Like, if you can't handle the real, get in your feelings, start talking about who you voted for, and talk about how somebody a coon and sell out in Uncle Tom, even though Uncle Tom's a positive person. That was good for us. People don't even know that. Move. So fix it, as Coach would say. Wiley, that's you? Fix it. Come on, people. Come on. I don't want to see too many more of these videos from that guy. I want him to put out a video and say, man, they out there getting it. They out there doing it. They doing the best, doing the most. People darker than us have come to this country and have won. Them Nigerians are winning. Japanese Americans come over here after World War II, still winning. White people not even in first place. Y'all really want to get into it? My point is, I don't even care about all this color stuff. But I do know that people like to be generalized and grouped because, hey, it's the simpler way. That's how we evolved. But I evolved to the point where I'm not a part of tribalism, but I do respect it because you are. But if we're going to do it, we're going to bang peacefully on each other like, oh, this white gang. Oh, this black gang. Oh, this Latino gang. Okay, well, we in last place, gang. What? How we in last place? That is so disturbing. I'm just saying the quiet part aloud. That is so like, yuck. Everywhere I go to, and this is what, I'm gonna stop here. The reason why I really I'm always gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna talk about it with a headwind from people who are just blindly devoted to one agenda. The reason I'm always gonna be like, oh, well, you're just gonna have to hate me, and I'm gonna say it is because, one, my belief is in all people and all humans. I'm here to unite. And I'm like, you gotta do your part. But the real reason is everywhere I go, black people come up to me and they whisper. It's almost like how people act when they like Jason Whitlock. They be like, hey, Marcellus, come here. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You all right? I'm scared. What you need? Like, hey, man, keep going. Keep talking it. Keep doing that. Doing what? I know what he mean, but I want to hear it. Doing what? And he's like, you know what it is. Speaking that real. It's too many, like, I hate to say this, but too many normal, regular-ass black people that get no credit. All it is like the athletes and entertainers that get love, and then it's these YNs that get all this attention. Everybody who just like a CEO, mid-manager, you know, C-suite, B-suite. All them cats don't get no credit. And I used to talk to Asia Brown, the former mayor of Compton, about that. I was like, I wish that people would know how many great people, like, just go to work, come back home, chilling, got two itty bitties, a little dog, just going to work, taking care of the fam bam. Good black people. They don't get enough attention. So I'm here for y'all so we could get out of last place. Is this you? Be accountable. Oh, I'm not looking in these comments right now. Oh, let me see. Wiley a big Crip. No, I ain't. I am not a Crip. But if I were to gangbang, I would have been a Crip. Yeah, because I lived in 2 Crip neighborhoods, so kind of stuck. Ooh, I heard this song, Don't Trip. Play Don't Trip by Game. Somebody laughed that I said Game one of the best rappers. Game is one of the best rappers ever. Oh, yeah. I don't know if that's top 20, 50. I'm not talking about like artists. I'm talking about rap. Sick, okay? Sick. He was like, I'll forget how he floated. He was like, he said, I went to a Crip school, but I lived in the Blood neighborhood. I took the flag out my sock after I hopped over your fences. Like, Don't Trip is insane. All right. This is insane, too. Let's get to this. Can't believe this happened for real. I'll be mad like this, too, if this happened to me. Look at this. They tackle me. Somebody either spit on you or, as we know now, hit you in the wee-wee. Because look, 68, look, trust me. When Trent Williams touch you, you ain't going nowhere. Look at this. All right, well, let's watch this. He's like, mother sucker, he hit him. What would make another man hit somebody like that? Think about it. Another woman or his money. There's one more thing. Watch right here. Everybody, watch right here. All right, we're going to get into it. Watch this. Right around there. Ooh, look at that foot. Ooh, I hope you didn't take a foot in there. Oh, here he goes right here. That's him. He just chilling. Oh, look at that left hand. Look at, you, Morig. Left hand to the tripod. 2 balls and a strike. Oh. He's like, oh. Oh, I got to get his face. He's like, who does this? Look at his face. Who the, ooh, if he, I'm glad it ain't open carry. We in open carry state. Boy, you be dead right now. Look at him. He like, if he lucky Big Brother didn't know what happened. How ignorant can you get? How ignorant can you get? That is the worst. So I'm here to give you a story because, you know, I always like to put myself into these situations because I don't want somebody thinking I'm just picking on them. Here's the real. When at the bottom of a pile, if that ball is loose, if it's a fumble and we all got to get on it, first things first, I'm getting that ball. If I can't get that ball, I'm getting part of you. I'm taking a chunk of flesh with me. So at the bottom of a pile, what I used to do is not grab your balls and nuts and all that. No. I ain't playing baseball. I would grab your gut. And I don't care how yoked up you are. You ever see somebody with a 6-pack standing up and then they sit down and you're like, damn, you got little fat rolls or little wrinkles or something. So when you at the bottom of a pile, cats all bundled up, bunched up in boxes, I grab their gut. I grab it right here, the side, right, an oblique or something. And I grab that shit, dirty motherfucker, with gloves on too, and my finger tape. Everybody go, shit, man, look up. What's up? Then you just get up, throw them rocks and hide your hands. That part. So I ain't did that. To me, that's a felony. What I did was just misdemeanor, part of the game, get somebody, get over them. I know cats that would see the quarterback's hand or anybody's hand, but your hand on the ground, put that cleat right over it. My bad, dog. There are very few coincidences on a football field. You want to know why? We're too athletic. We've seen it all. We see things in micro frames. Things happen really slow to us, right? That's why if you go up to a football player and try to slap him, he'd be like this. Hey, if you don't move, my son and he be playing with me. He be doing all this stuff. I'll be like, there's only so many things you can do. Like like a boxer. It's like when he strikes, I go pow, like a cat. Meow. That's what I do. So you ain't going to catch me slipping. Okay, let's get into our last parts. You know the polls. We usually do music. We usually do sports. Today we're going to do food because I'm fat in the holiday spirit. Tell me what y'all going to do. Beat it up in the comments. Let's go. One must be eliminated. We got to get rid of tacos. Y'all already know how much I love tacos, so I'm just talking to talk. Tacos are staying. Egg. Just one egg? How much for one egg? I sure am hungry. Bacon. Bacon ain't going nowhere. Let's just get it out the way. Black people, we love us. It sound like Martin Luther King. I'm keeping my tacos and bacon. This left side is protected. Trent Williams over here. Left side protected. Egg or McDonald's, what I'm giving up. Now be smart. Don't think egg is just egg. I won't want to scramble hard. Nah. You need to be big immediately. You will be bloated and you will go right to the bathroom and lose it all. I think I'm talking irrationally because I'm saying McDonald's, but I know I need that egg. Because, boy, when you start eating through life without an egg, you're going to be like, damn, this is nasty. Grandma, your pancake's nasty. You could get the one that just add water, though, so there it is. I do love omelets, but I don't love them that much. A quarter pounder with cheese over an omelet. Big Mac over all things egg. You can't make an egg good enough better than a Big Mac, and you get that right amount of sauce. I don't know what kind of meat they use, though. That's the problem with McDonald's. Y'all meat, that ain't an animal. There ain't no way that's an animal. No way. Now, I need y'all to draw up a starting 5 that could beat this team. I dare you. We got, at the 1, we got Steph Curry. At the 2, we got Michael Jordan. At the 3, damn. damn, I don't even know how to do this. Is that whatever? Kobe at the 3, LeBron at the 4. We don't even need positions. Forget it. And Shaq is your center. Name a team that beats that. Beat it up in the comments. Give me a team right now. I know what y'all gonna say. Put Magic, but you don't want Magic guarding Steph, do you? But I also don't want Steph guarding Magic. But that's a different pace, okay? Then who you gonna say? Dwayne Wade? You can't use Kobe. He already used up. Another 2 guard. You got Magic. You got Dwayne Wade. You already lost. Let's be real. Go. Magic, Wade. All right, who's the best 3? The best 3 is LeBron. You can't use him. KD. All right, looking better. You know how much I love KD. 4. Who's the best 4? Karl Malone? Kevin Garnett? What are we going to use? Best 4. Power 4, who are we going to say? Draymond? Let me stop. Let's say Karl Malone or Barkley. And Shaq. We can't use him. Who are we going to use? Hakeem or are we going to use Kareem? I'm using Kareem. Because if we got Magic, let's use Kareem. This team ain't going to beat that team. Magic, Wade, KD, Karl Malone, and Kareem is the best I came up with. All right, somebody else said Kareem, Magic, Bernard King. Oh, I'm tripping. Duncan. Yep. Sorry, Karl Malone. Duncan. Hell yeah. All right. And Pippen. Oh, you drawing up a different team. Okay, I like that. I take Pippen over Wade. No, I won't. Yeah, scoring, but Pippen, I need Pippen. You're right. Pippen, Duncan, Magic. Ooh, now we got a shot. KD. Ooh. And now I got to go Hakeem instead of Kareem, though, right? Yes. Magic, Pippen, KD, Duncan, Hakeem. They only lose by 30. I can't see it. Oh, Wemby. Oh, Jesus. I got to get up out of here. Y'all are hilarious. Oh, man, love for you guys. I love doing these lives. My itty bitties are home from school, so that's why it's longer. Typically, I'm going to go like an hour 15, so 5 to 6:15. This is where we're just going to connect. This is where we're going to talk real. Y'all got any topics, beat it up in the comments. Send them to all my socials. Send them to the YouTube post. And let's just have fun, man. Stop letting these people out here. How do I exit this? Stop letting these people out here punk us. Everybody out here trying to punk us. Trying to make us be who they want us to be. We're not going to be who you want us to be. We're going to be who we are. I am who I am. Be who you are. Love for you guys. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not a hurdle here.
Because I think the verse. Time to